Yo dudes, what is going on? Lucky here, and today we're gonna take a look at Lifebreak playing his STB-1 on Sand River. So the STB-1 is by far one of my favorite medium tanks in the game, and yes, I know I do not own it yet on the live servers, but on the test server I absolutely fell in love with it. So what is this tank good at? Well, to start with, it has monstrous DPM. Actually the second best DPM on any medium tank in the game, only getting outperformed by the Object 430. But the STB has something which makes me like it so much more than the Russian mediums, and that is the fact that it has 10 degrees of gun depression, which makes it so much more flexible than the Russian mediums. And it doesn't stop there, this thing also has a 105mm gun with 390 alpha damage instead of the 100mm guns with 300 alpha damage that the Russian mediums get. And I think it is just so much nicer to have that extra 90 average damage, so you can trade shots a lot better with most tier 10 heavy tanks. It can also quite occasionally bounce some shots as well, of its very bouncy frontal turret and hull armor. Actually, in short, the only downside I found about the STB-1 is the gun handling, which isn't that great, but fans, vertical stabilizer and premium food can boost it up to quite a manageable level, so that your sniping potential is still quite okay on medium and long ranges, as he just totally hammered the fuck out of that T28, doing almost 1200 damage to him. So the position Lifebreak is in right now is probably one of the key positions on Sand River, since you can have shots pretty much all around the map. And with the STB's 10 degrees of gun depression, he's able to work this position quite well indeed. And he's doing a pretty good job at it as well, putting round after round after round into heavy tanks like the 113, which is no problem because the STB's penetration with its standard APCR round is a very healthy 258mm. And with a very nice reload of only 6.5 seconds with Lifebreak's loadout, he's able to tumble down the 113's hit points quite effectively. So Lifebreak is looking for some more shots, but it seems that the 113 and the Gorilla had quite enough of him. And Lifebreak notices that as well, so he turns around to take a look at the other side. And at the first glance it seems very chill out there until he spots the enemy E100, and Lifebreak has loaded some heat shells now, which is probably the worst nightmare of every E100 driver, since the STB's heat shells have a massive 330mm of penetration, which makes the E100's turret armor look like a joke when it is showing its turret on a flat angle. So with that in mind, Lifebreak slowly picks the E100 apart, looking for the penetrating shots, because the E100's turret armor is still pretty good when he angles it correctly. And since heat shells do very bad against angled surfaces, Lifebreak really needs to watch out that he only hits the flat parts of the turret armor, otherwise it has no chance of panning. But since the E100 is already a one shot for him, he bumps towards him, he looks for the flat shot and takes out the E100, only just now securing his first kill of the game. So Lifebreak drives on with his turret reversed. I don't know why he is doing it, maybe to look silly, I don't know, but the action is about to come back when he spots his Object 130 teammate in trouble. So he goes there to help him out, but it seems that the Object 140 is just fine since he ammo racks the WZ. So Lifebreak is about to turn around when he spots another enemy, a T32, who thinks he can kill the Object 140. But I bet Mr. T32 regrets it now, since Lifebreak finishes him off and secures his second kill of the game. And now he's making his way back up his favorite position because he spots a lot of opportunities right there, like a tasty Gorilla stack and an overconfident Bulldog. Then just a few minutes after, he spots the enemy E75, so he puts a round into him, and at the same time he also spots the enemy AMX 1375, so Lifebreak's next shot is of course for him. Then just a bit later, Lifebreak spots the enemy T110 E3, who doesn't even notice him. So Lifebreak waits for him to pass around, and then he goes in and flanks the E3. And when there is an STB behind you, there is pretty much nothing the E3 can do. So Lifebreak kills the E3, securing his 4th kill of the game. Then, just when Lifebreak is making his way back up the hill, he spots the E75 from earlier on. But this time Lifebreak has its side, so he puts a round in and then kills him with his second round, picking up his 5th kill of the game. Then, just seconds on, he spots the enemy T-28. He kills it, and the STB's amazing reload manages him to pick up the Bulldog as well, securing his 7th kill of the game. A bit later, Lifebreak spots the enemy Jagdpanzer E-100, who doesn't even notices him, so Lifebreak puts a round to him and then finishes him off with a heat shell straight through the superstructure, securing kill number 8. But now Lifebreak needs to hurry, since there are still 3 enemy tanks remaining and the battle is only gonna last for 1.5 more minutes. But Lifebreak is defending, so he actually only has to let the time pass to win the game. But he is having none of that, he is hungry for more kills, as he picks up the kill on the Scorpion G, putting his total kill count on 9. So, 1 minute and 23 seconds left. Lifebreak and his team have to kill 2 more enemy vehicles to clear them all up. He takes a shot at the AMX-30B, but unfortunately for him, the Allied Conqueror snaps the kill away just before Lifebreak's shell could connect. Now, can he get the 10th and final kill? He has 1 minute and 5 more seconds left to do so he drives as fast as he can towards the enemy WZ-131. 1 more minute left, will he make it? It's getting very tense now, since he's getting so close. He spots the WZ and... oh no, unfortunately the Scorpion just manages to put the final round in to win the game. And that was the end of the adventures from this Japanese warrior. It was an amazing game in a very amazing tank. So I hope this gameplay showed you guys the strengths and weaknesses of the STB-1. So without further ado, let's take a quick look at the post-game stats. And well, an amazing game it certainly was for Lifebreak. He manages to pick up a shit ton of medals, including his Ace Tanker badge, a Bruiser badge, a Duelist badge, a Fire for Effect badge, a High Caliber for doing 8,500 damage I believe, a Tank Sniper for sniping on very long distances, a Top Gun for picking up 6 kills, and a Radley Walters medal for picking up 8 or 9 kills. And as we take a look right here at his total damage was 8,829 hit points. He picked up 9 kills and had a base experience of 1,568. Then if we go to his detailed report, we can see that he actually manages to make profit with a premium account. Although he fired quite a bit of heat, he paid almost 100k on ammunition and he made 7,500 profit, which is actually quite impressive considering how much premium ammo he fired. And as you can see right here, 2,352 XP, and he got 706 extra for personal missions payout, or I think he used one of the personal reserves, and that is just a total of 3,058 XP. So Lifebreak, thank you so much for sending in this replay. If you have an awesome replay you want to share with me, make sure to check the description down below to see how you can send me your replay. And yeah, that was pretty much it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.